Hello everyone, this is Prithviraj and welcome to the session. Today's topic is cluster analysis. Cluster is nothing but grouping of things among their different classification. Cluster analysis that is used for automatic identification of natural grouping of things. It is also called as segmentation technique. In this technique, data instances that are similar to one another that are categorized into one cluster. Similarly, the instances that are different from each other that can be moved to different clusters. The definition of a cluster says a cluster in which given a representation for n object, find k groups based on the measure of similarity such that objects within the same group are similar but the object in a different groups are not similar. Under this, we are going to study about k-means algorithm for clustering. This is one of the important algorithm for clustering. K-means is the most popular clustering algorithm. It iteratively computes the clusters and their centroids. It is a top-down approach to clustering so that we have to start with the given number of k cluster. For example, we can take it as 3. Thus, 3 random centroids will be created as a starting point of the centers for these 3 clusters. Let us take one exercise. Here, two variables are given, x and y, and related the points are given for x variable as well as y variable. So that we have to plot these values along x-axis and y-axis. So here is the points that we have already plotted based on the number of points that is given for the x and y variables. And similarly, we have chosen randomly 3 centroids. So this is one of the centroids, second and third. So this centroid is uh, referred in the eclipse structure, and in the rhombus, whatever the points which are mentioned, that those are all the points which are given in the question. In the step 1, the distance values will be from each of the 3 centroids. The data point will be assigned to the cluster with the shortest distance to the centroid. The arrows from each data element that shows centroid that the point is assigned to. So here we can see the arrow mark. For these values, we have some set of values here. So these values will be allocated to this cluster. Similarly, these are some set of points that will be somewhat nearer to this centroid, so that we can allocate these points to this centroid, and these 2 points which are somewhat closer to this centroid, so that we will allocate these to this cluster. Hence, it forms 3 number of clusters. In the step 2, the centroid for each cluster will now be recalculated so that it is closest to all the data points allocated to that cluster. Here again we have to recalculate the uh, centroid such that whatever the data points we have already allocated this, that must be closest to the centroid. The dashed arrows shows the centroid being moved from their old values to the revised new values. So for all these 3 clusters, we have recalculated the centroid. In the step 3, once again, the data points are assigned to the 3 centroids which are closer to it. Now again, we have to move some of the set of points to their nearest centroids. Now for this cluster, we got somewhat different values, because some of the values which are closer to this centroid. Here also we have taken the values which are closer to this centroid, and in the third cluster also the same thing. These are the 2 points which are closer to this centroid. the three clusters which are shown with the three data points, and the centroids are 6.5, 4.5, and a two data point cluster with the centroid called 4.5, 3, and 5 data point cluster with the centroid 3.5, 5. So this is the these are the location of the three centroids of the three different clusters, and here we formed three different clusters, and uh, repeatedly we have to recalculate the centroids such that finally whatever the cluster that we form, and almost all the data sets within this cluster which are similar to each other, and some dissimilar the data sets that will be moved to the different clusters. So in this way, we can perform k-means cluster algorithm. Here is a pseudocode for this k-means algorithm. Algorithm k-means with the parameter k number of cluster, and d indicates the list of data points. Choose k number of random data points as the initial centroid. Repeat the process until the cluster centers are stabilizes. One thing is allocate each point in the D to the nearest of K centroid. Compute centroid for the cluster using all data points in the cluster. So we have to perform these 2 points repeated number of times until the cluster centers get stabilizes. So that is called as a cluster algorithm. Thank you.